It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Seattle Seahawks and the Baltimore Ravens. Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. A fairly short kick from the 14. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Even with the good gain, I thought they might accept that one.
Yeah, you thought maybe they'd go with the downs as opposed to the yardage. So if you're taking the yardage now, 2nd and less than 5, that tells me you feel good about how your offense is working.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Play action. Now Jackson. Well, that's complete to the fullback, Ricard. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down. Play action. It's Jackson. Now, a quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Textbook coverage right there. Played the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now it's Jackson. Flush to his right. That's caught. It's DeMarcus Robinson. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 30. A gain there of 21 yards. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. Now Jackson rolling to his right. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. They'll run with Dobbins. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
Here's where we need to see some tenacity from this defense because they've been pushed right down the field on this opening drive. They've got to find some way to push back, and that's a good first.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins taking it in from a yard out. And the Ravens are on the board first here this afternoon. Well, first quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like a statement drive right there.
Well, if we're going to talk about statement drives, I think what they're saying is we're going to establish the run. They gave it to him early and often on this drive, and he wound up taking it into the end zone.
Jackson here, he's going to look to throw. It's caught, and it's 8-0. Interesting. I mean, they're putting their foot on the gas here early, going for 2 to go up 8-0.
Well, after that drive, you have to believe that they thought to themselves, if we can do that, what's another 2 yards? Let's go get those and get 2 points as a result.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded right around the 8. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37.
Hey, check Mike 6, Mike 6. Right here, right here.
Now Geno. That's complete to his running back, Dallas. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read it. Defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
Here we go.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the gun, here's Smith. This complete to Lockett. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
Let's go. Do it.
Seahawk football here to start quarter number 2. 1 quarter down, 8-0 the score.
Ready? Mike 6. I got you. Mike 6.
Smith throwing again. Sliding out of the pocket. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try to pick up another first down.
The Smith's throw into the hands of Fan. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 11 more yards there, and this methodical drive continues. So not quite a first and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Throwing now is Geno. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. So they'll get nothing out of that play, and that'll make it second down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Being chased out left. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Penny Hart, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Seahawks have come back to make it a 2-point game. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
A little surprising they wouldn't go for two, but this is up and good. And this is now a 1-point game. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Taken from... Oh, and miscommunication on the lateral. The ball's out. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Taken down, sacked back at the 2. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Dancing to his left. And that'll be complete to Dobbins. And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end, finding room at midfield. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover it. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
Man open is Robinson. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Here's Jackson to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. He broke that line of scrimmage and then let it fly, and that's an automatic flag.
Yeah, and you don't just lose the 5 yards there, but you lose it down as well. So he obviously needs to have better awareness about what he's going to do. Either tuck it and go or throw it to a target and get that pass away.
Flushed out right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Darrell Taylor, that is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. 3rd and goal, Jackson. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, that play was certainly a little bit different because on the previous play, he was sacked. This time, protection a lot better. Had time to survey the field and still couldn't find an open receiver.
They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson. Forced out to his left. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. Down the numbers. There he goes. He's at the 30. 10, 5. And they bring this one back. It's a fumble recovery and a Seattle touchdown. And they'll accept that penalty. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
That's complete to his running back, J.K. Dobbins.
From the gun, Jackson. Got his tight end. That's complete. That's Andrews. He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
On 2nd and goal, Jackson escaping the pressure right. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Demarcus Robinson from 4 yards out. And the Ravens will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. They'll try and throw for it. And, oh, it'll be intercepted.
Picked off by Uchenna Nwosu.
And nothing but daylight ahead. Now he's hit on the return. It's a loose football. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away.
Pulls it in at the 13. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3, and take some momentum into the locker room.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Smith. Flush to his right. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line.
Well, Charles, it's so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
50 seconds to Mike. 50 seconds to Mike. Here we go. Here we go. 13.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down, eluding the pressure right.
That is caught. Rashad Bateman.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson. When you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what?
Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown.
Devin Duvernay.
In the final seconds of the first half.
And the Ravens would extend their lead here just before halftime.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Tariq Woolen picks it.
Well, as most teams do in their two-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you got a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. The final shot here before break. Smith. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the third quarter. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Hey, check Mike. Panther 11.
Geno now to throw. Throw out wide to Walker. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches.
Push him back. Bronco 80. Watch the twist.
Smith on first down. It's caught. Lockett. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Let's go, fellas.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
The Smith's throw into the hands of Lockett. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
70 Timberwolves. We got 79 Broncos. Check 6 guys.
Throwing again is Smith. Flushed out right. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
I do think it's fair to say that they were caught off guard a little bit when we decided not to throw it on first down. But give them credit. They recovered in time to deny him the first down yardage. But it's only 2nd and short. So that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down. From the gun, a give to Penny. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Hawk 70. Rig alert. Back, go. Panther Street. Ready,
Again, it's Penny. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Marlon Humphrey with the tackle defensively.
That run wasn't a big breaker, but I don't think the guys on offense mind very much. They've got a nice drive going, and they might just be luring the defense in a little bit. They could probably come back with a play action, maybe go over the top. But right now, on this drive, their playbook is open.
And he finds Lockett in the end zone. Touchdown, Seattle. from 13 yards out.
And the Seahawks are back within a score.
Myers connects on the PAT, and the lead will shrink to 6. Boy, it's only a one-score game. Third quarter, mind you, but they're going to go for the onside kick right here. Oh, I think the Seahawks got it. They did. It's Seattle football. Well, I guess they felt like they needed something to get them going. Maybe you wait for this type of a play, but they try the onside kick, and it works.
I'm starting to wonder if the analytics coach is starting to get involved in the football nowadays. When you see this type of play made, this type of a risk taken, sometimes there's a different influences going into the head coach's ear.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
On second down, here's Penny. And he swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on third down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Throwing on third down, Smith.
Setting up the screen here. This is Walker.
Oh, what a move.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
Well, they've certainly had their share of troubles running the football in this one, but this play is almost an extension of the running game right here. They set up the screen, let him work out in space on the perimeter, and he turns it into a big pickup.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Walker now on 1st and 10. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. And Walker once more.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown.
Ken Walker.
An 18-yard touchdown run.
And the Seahawks are an extra point away from taking the lead here in the fourth.
Now Myers for the extra point. And they have taken the lead here in this fourth quarter. And boy, figure this one out. Leading here in the fourth, and now they're going to try an onside kick. And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number, kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
57.
Jackson on first down. Steps away to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Excellent recognition that none of his receivers were beating coverage and getting open, so he just threw that one away. They'll come back to the huddle, reset, and try something different.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Jackson with a handoff to Dobbins on the option.
He will push his way down to about the 14.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
They go play action now. Jackson to the goal line, but it's incomplete. I guess they're in a situation now, fourth quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted, and if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
Here we go. It's Jackson on fourth down. Trying to improvise. And he's got his tight end. That's Andrews.
And the Ravens are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Dobbins will take this into the end zone. It's a Ravens touchdown. Plenty of scoring here of late, and our lead changes hands now in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, they just gave up a touchdown on the other end, so they knew that with time getting short, they had to put something together here, and they were able to do so and retake the lead right back.
And they'll try to run it in with Dobbins.
And he will get into the end zone for the 2 points, and that helps. That gives them a 7-point lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock.
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Here's Smith. They'll roll him out right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play. And he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's second and 10.
On second down, it's Walker.
And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here.
46 yards on the ground for him so far.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Now Smith. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Desperation time for Smith on 4th down. That's complete to DK Metcalf.
And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
Well, they did the part they had to do. Quick throw got the first down.
But that doesn't allow them to relax. They still have plenty of work to do.
A new lease on life after the 4th down conversion. Here's 1st and 10. The Smith throw caught here by Metcalf.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. They go right back to him for 20 and a first. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
And it's caught. It's a touchdown. So they rally here in the final minute, and they're an extra point away from tying this game.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, They're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away.
And a short kick taken at about the 16. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? Where does he want the football? What's the yard line we have to get?
Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. Jackson. He's going to look deep down the field. And this is going to be intercepted.
Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the fourth quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Majors used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
Gets this to Fant.
And some room to roam now.
And he will step out of bounds all the way down inside the 40.
A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run.
But they didn't ease into that drive right out of the turnover. They go for the big shot downfield and hit it. A lot of teams have that opportunity, but not every coach is going to greenlight that type of a play call. I love their aggressiveness.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Penny up the middle. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
Here we go.
Up the middle, here's Walker. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. So now this one will rest on the right foot of Jason Myers. This from long, very long range. Does he have the distance? He does. It's good. My goodness, he hits it from the parking lot as time expires. And they'll be celebrating in Pioneer Square tonight. The Seahawks have won the game.
That was an excellent come-from-behind victory, Charles, especially there in the fourth quarter. Both offense and defense were clicking. They're going to feel good about this one.
Boy, are they ever, because the deficit they faced certainly wasn't small. They obviously did not give up on that one, and in the end, how about that come-from-behind victory? They'll cherish this one for a while.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. From Baltimore, so long, everybody.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are at Highmark Stadium in upstate New York.
Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Seattle Seahawks and the Buffalo Bills.
And we are underway in Buffalo. And a short kick taken at about the 16. Singletary to get the drive started. That's to about the 28. Second down coming up.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Escaping the pressure right.
That is complete downfield to Knox.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
That's quickly out wide to Davis.
And he'll wind up getting this to the 32. A play that started at the 16, and that's how many yards they get. First down from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10.
57's the mic. 57's the mic. I want that. Give me that ball, defense. Give me that ball.
They'll run on first down with Singletary. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
From the 28, it's 2nd and 5.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant.
On play action, Allen. He's got his target. It's the tight end Knox. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Dawson Knox, 28 yards.
And the Bills get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
And now Sean McDermott's made the call. They'll go for 2. Allen will try to throw for it. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So pretty interesting. They get the opening drive touchdown. They wanted a little more. They were looking for 8, maybe something they thought about before the game started, I would imagine.
I think you're right about that. That's discussed in your staff meeting. A decision is made. I think the head coach has to blueprint it and say, yes, let's go ahead and do that. In this case, though, let's give some credit to the guys on defense. They gave up the touchdown, but found a way to regroup and keep them at the end zone for the 2-point play.
You're not. Panther 60. Panther 60. Just me and you. It's just me and you.
On first down, Smith.
Here we go, team.
Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Smith now to throw. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 48-yard line. Smith. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Nice idea, nice concept there. Line him up on the left side of the formation. Let him sneak his way across. Coming back underneath. Put it in his hands. Let him get a few more yards after the catch, too.
Great way to utilize a tight end on the drag route. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
And unable to connect, incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
They are such a talented team at defending the perimeter and taking away throws to the outside. Great confidence, great skill.
Going with their tight end on 4th. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. Now Gino on 1st down. Completes it to Fant on the right side. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Seahawk football here to start quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. Straight ahead, Walker. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line.
They'll try for the first with Walker.
And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks.
Kenneth Walker.
A 3-yard touchdown run.
And the Seahawks are an extra point away from capturing the lead. On 3rd down and short and everything well executed, he not only gets the 1st down, Charles, he gets the touchdown as well.
And you see the defense commit to the run so often in these situations, but there's always that little bit of hesitancy, isn't there, partner? Thinking that they may play action you. They took advantage of that hesitancy and found their way into the end zone with a running play.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
This one taken just inside the 10.
And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
So remember, Charles, last time they were out here, they scored, but they just saw the opposition score, and they're trailing right now, so they're trying to keep pace here. They need a touchdown drive.
Well, if you're a fan of offense, you're loving this, but if you're a fan of defense, this is tough to watch, and it's also tough to keep that up when you've just watched your opponent march down the field on a scoring drive that lasts into double-digit snaps. You need a score here, not just to follow the momentum from your last drive, but put the onus back on your opponent. And that's what they're doing right now, swapping that onus back and forth.
From the 25 on 2nd down, Allen.
He'll get this out wide to Singletary. Finding space at the 40.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
That turned into a very well-orchestrated play right there. Going to work his way out of the backfield to the right, and after he looked it in, he found plenty of space to roam and picked up big yardage.
A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen.
Looking for Knox on the crossing route. It's complete.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Two chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line.
Watch the safety creep. Kill. 52.
To the air, Allen. He'll get this to Devin Singletary out of the backfield. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
19. 56 is the mic. Middle.
From the 22, Allen. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. The Bills' passing game getting them down the field. They've got another first down.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Switch up. Check 24.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Devin Singletary, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Bills are able to move back in front. Well, he wasn't the guy they were initially going for, but after going through the progressions, it worked.
When you have plenty of people who can catch the football, you don't always have to go to your primary target, and sometimes that target is actually covered. Nice job coming off of that and getting it to someone who was open.
And the man out of the backfield gets in for the score. And he will find the end zone here, and the lead moves up to 7. And I guess that makes up for the earlier missed 2-point try here to get him to 14.
Yeah, that aggressiveness, it reminds me a lot of when basketball first adopted the three-point shot, and people were starting to realize that 3 for 2 was really starting to work for them. In this case now, maybe the 2 for 1 is coming into play in the NFL.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
But Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Smith buying time to his left. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 22 yards there, a first down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Watch the pass.
Now a first down throw. It's Smith. Being chased out left. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
58 for Mike, 58 for Mike.
To the air again, Smith. That's caught over the middle by Fant. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 33. Throwing is Smith. Dancing to his left. That's complete to his speedy wideout Goodwin. Down inside the 10. Touchdown, Seahawks. Marquise Goodwin as the first half is winding down. And the Seahawks have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half.
After nearly 30 minutes of football, that touchdown puts us in a position where if they make the extra point, we're right back to even before we start the second half.
The extra point now coming from Myers. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just...
A leap in. He's got it. He got it. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
Good defensive call right there because they had someone shadowing him along his entire route, and he was right there ready to provide a hit to prevent him from making another catch to his big start.
On play action, Allen steps away. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Isaiah McKenzie in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bills have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Well, just a sensational start for this offense, Charles. 3 drives, 3 passing touchdowns.
Is that like mentioning a perfect game in baseball, or are we cool to do it here in football, partner?
No, I think you can do it here in football. I think perfect game in baseball, that's its own category.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. Could not imagine a worse start for that secondary. Or let's face it, a better one for this offense. No chance they stop passing now the way that it's going. I think they're going to continue to press the ball downfield and hopefully reap the same results.
So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the third quarter. DJ Dallas to return it from his end zone. Pass midfield, look out. And he'll return this one all the way onto the other side of the field.
Well, that return had all the trappings of really good scouting. You could tell that they thought they saw something on tape that they could take advantage of, and they dialed it up at just the right time to give them a great return.
Third quarter begins with a run by Walker.
And some room to work. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Throwing now is Geno. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Seahawks come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Extra point up and through by Myers. And we are tied at 21. So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. Fielded right around the 8. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. After that last touchdown we just saw, Charles, we got ourselves a brand new ball game, all tied here in the third as they have their first possession of this second half.
And Brandon, this drive is all about one word to me, and that's the word answer, because they're trying to answer the momentum the other offense picked up in tying the game, because not only if they score and they feel better about themselves, they'll retake the lead and maybe set the tone for the rest of the half, keeping them in the driver's seat.
Going deep for Diggs. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. A big play here for Buffalo. And even 50 yards. A one-handed catch, that's one thing, but with a defender right there, that was a heck of a play.
It used to be that one-handed catch was instinctive in a game. Now it's a practiced move. They work on it before, after, during practice sessions. It becomes part of their repertoire, and it pays off.
Operating from the red zone now. Allen finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. So 3 plays, already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. To throw, it's Allen. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Devin Singletary with his second touchdown of the afternoon, as his guys have now moved out in front. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Smith. He'll find Metcalf. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
19 tight, 19 tight. I'm coming after you.
Back to throw, Smith. That completes it again to Metcalf. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 14 yards that time for number 14.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that.
It's caught inside the 25. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. From the red zone now, Smith. And that is incomplete. He was trying to find Noah Fant, the tight end. And that'll bring up second down. Smith throwing again. Flush to his right. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. 7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Now Smith. Forced out to his left. Oh, he
tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. And the Bills are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They take over here following the interception. That's the good news. The tough spot is the spot that they're in. That's inside the 5 in the shadow of their own goalpost here. 1st and 10. A gain of right around 30 on a play that began way back inside the 5.
A lot of times the key is just get him the ball and let him do his thing, and they got it out to him on the left side, and he did exactly that. Excellent run after the catch.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. Eluding the pressure right. And bringing it in, it's Davis. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. So both teams trade touchdowns, and the third as we're through 3 quarters of play. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They find some open field here. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously. But at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a first down.
I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you. Slam! Alert! Alert! Alert!
Here's Allen. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on 2nd down. Singletary, they'll go up the middle. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal.
Check three.
Throwing now is Allen. Steps away to his left. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. Devin Singletary taking it in from a yard out. And the Bills drive the entire length of the field, 99 yards for the score. Bass on for the extra point. He knocks it through, and it's 35-21. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right. He rifles one that's intercepted. And the Bills are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. He got outside the pocket there trying to improvise, and he was calling for the ball downfield, but still the interception.
I think what happened, he did call for the ball thinking that he was open, but I think the quarterback spotted him too late. And that margin that he had on the defenders, that got eaten up, and they came up with the interception.
So after the INT, it's Allen. Going deep for Diggs. Oh, a contested ball here, and it's going to be caught. A big play here for Buffalo, and even 60 yards. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first-and-goal situation.
Mike 56, Mike 56. Hey, we got to get to the ball. Tight. Let's keep moving.
Play action. Now it's Allen. He'll buy some time right. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Josh Allen scoring on the keeper from 6 yards out.
And the Bills have pretty well put it away.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League comes to you from Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, Michigan. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Seattle Seahawks and the Detroit Lions. Charles and I have been looking forward to this one all week, and we are underway from Ford Field.
Smith going to look to throw right away.
Out to the right, he gets it to Lockett. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Geno now to throw. Flushed out right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Oh, I saw this one with defensive eyes because even as he escaped the pocket and bought time, the coverage stayed tight. Nothing broke down. Throwing it away, that was his only option.
Smith, an incomplete pass on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Now Geno. And that is incomplete.
Well, that's absolutely going to fire this defense up. They made it their mission to deny that completion, and they came through with a nice hit and knocked it incomplete.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Again, Smith. It's caught. Lockett.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want to throw body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping in one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, that's caught by Metcalf. Touchdown! DK Metcalf from 17 yards out.
And the Seahawks will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Well, Charles, here in their opening series, they said they had certain plays scripted for certain players. That looked like a well-designed play to get one of their top targets involved.
Yeah, let's face it, Brandon. A player of his talent is a problem for any opponent to defend, and we saw it right there. They tried to deny an open lane to him. He still outplayed the coverage and scored the early touchdown. Good luck trying to figure out how to defend him as this game moves on.
Myers connects on the PAT, and that makes the score 7-0. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
Taken from about the 12. Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10
at their own 25-yard line.
And they'll run the option to start the drive.
The first carry now for the BYU man. It's Jamal Williams. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
From the lineman to the guy running with it, that was a well-executed first down by the offense. With 2 shots left to get the first, you can get a little aggressive here on 2nd down if you want and try for some bigger yardage.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
A play fake for Swift. Now Goff.
And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
First carry for DeAndre Swift.
And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Here we go on 4th. Goff rolling to his right. He's got a man, complete. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Nice chunky yards on 1st down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on 2nd. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Off play action. Here's Goff.
He's got this to Williams, complete.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Play action. It's Goff. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Throw to St. Brown, complete on the left side.
And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. Goff now looks to throw. And a diving effort, but only right at the line of scrimmage.
Hey, kill. Hey, lift.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. On 4th down, Goff.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Jamal Adams. He's at the 50, the 30, 20, 10, 5. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So they go on fourth down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
It's probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
Now Myers for the extra point. And this is no good. Missed the PAT, so they fail to connect, and this remains a 13-0 game. 13-0 is the score after one on EA Sports. Here's Myers now to kick it away.
A fairly short kick from the 14.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Now you won. Hey, kill. 56. Check 56. All right.
Goff now to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
On 2nd down, Swift. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down.
They'll fake the give. Now Goff. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. From the red zone now, Goff. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. On 2nd and 10, Goff. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
That's a big force incompletion there to bring up 3rd and long, and this defense can still salvage a little momentum by forcing them to kick a field goal, because just a few plays ago, it looked like they were headed towards the end zone.
That's complete to Swift out of the backfield. And the Lions are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Goff. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Brock Wright, a 7-yard touchdown grab.
And the Lions have cut it back within a score.
extra point by Badgley up and good. And it's now 13-7. So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a one-score, 6-point game. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
Cougar 19! Cougar 19!
From the 31, Smith. Pass is caught. It's Metcalf going across the field here. Finding room at midfield. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
Well, every now and then I can speak from experience because I do know as a defender, it is awfully hard to stay with your man on these crossing routes because even if you don't get picked, there's a danger of being picked either by one of their receivers or maybe by your own defender. And on that play, that worked quite well.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And this is caught inside the 5. It's a big play there for Seattle. 42 yards. He had one touchdown earlier, nearly a second one there.
Yeah, it took a touchdown-saving tackle to keep him out of the end zone after a big play. Perhaps you go right back to him. Don't need the distance, but maybe he can pay things off after a big effort.
The carry here for the big tight end. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Will Dissly punching it in from a yard away. And the Seahawks will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. And oh, it's no good. For the second time now in this first half, he's missed an extra point. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. A fairly short kick from the 14. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Swift. And incomplete here, so a little razzle-dazzle on that one, but they couldn't hook up, and it's 3rd down.
I didn't like the look of that play right from the beginning. I thought he should have seen the coverage that was there, tried to force it in. That one, he's fortunate, just fell incomplete.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, Goff. He'll get this off to Swift. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
Tiger, Tiger.
They go ahead and snap it. Gone. He's got this complete to Williams. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it. So on comes the field goal unit. Badgley able to punch this one through. And that will do it for this first half. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. It'll be Lions football to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. Pulls it in at the 13, and he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Williams, a man in motion right. Goff on first down. Buying time to his left. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete.
Cornell. Super one.
From the 41, Goff. That pass caught. It's Williams. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 32-yard line. On first and 10, Goff. Flush to his right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
So second and 10 now here in the third quarter from Detroit. Now Goff. Open man right side is St. Brown. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now a play fake, and it's Goff. And this is caught by Williams. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Throwing again is Goff. Sliding out of the pocket. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. The penalty yards marched off as they'll try again on second and goal. Goff, a handoff here to Swift. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. A big play forthcoming. Here's third and goal. They will run it with Swift here. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Goff now looking to throw. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown.
Jared Goff to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And the Lions' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
Here's Badgley now to try to add the PAT. And the lead is down to 2. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Fielded just outside the goal line.
And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that momentum stays in your camp.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Being chased out left. Oh, wide open, complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. What a play that turns out to be, 36 yards.
I can hear the film session right now. I can hear the coach saying to his team, guys, how does a guy that big get that open?
Yeah, that's what I was wondering. Imagine him as a kid, just trying to play hide and seek.
No chance.
No chance. He goes to hide behind the skinny tree. You see the front, the back, the top. Good luck.
Yeah, you see him. You don't see the tree.
Panther 60, Panther 60. Under 10, under 10, 10.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On first down, it's Smith.
An out route, and he's got the connection to Walker.
And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Now Gino on first down, on the move to his left. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
I certainly like what he did right there because he smartly wanted to avoid forcing anything downfield because nothing appeared to be open. Nice harmless slide there to avoid the big hit, and he gets a small gain on the play.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And they got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball.
On third down, here's Walker.
And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Walker now on 1st and 10.
And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the 4th quarter.
Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Picked off by Will Harris. So, my goodness, I wouldn't have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the second half. I just wonder on the other side of the field where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles. They've got to go back out there and play.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
Just keeping the play alive. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line.
17.
They'll send a receiver in motion left.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift.
And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Dancing to his left. Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
Oh, and that nearly ended it. That should have been intercepted, but he cannot corral it, and that is a lifeline there with 3rd down coming up.
They've been trying and trying, but they haven't sacked him yet. He's been able to get away and make plays. Tried to make another one downfield right there, but to no avail. They'll have to keep up the pursuit, though, and not let him get hot.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
56.
Now it's gone. Forced out to his left.
On a bad time late for a poor throw. It's intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it. And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football.
Well, that puts a little bit of a wrinkle in their comeback bid.
Yeah, everything had turned around for them, hadn't it? I mean, things were now going their way. But you did mention it's a wrinkle in their comeback bid. It's not the death knell for them by any stretch, but now they've got some extra work to do in order to climb all the way back.
And he'll get this down only to the 18. A tackle credited to Deshaun Elliott, the safety. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave him with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Smith now to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete.
And the Seahawks are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And this defense, they needed that one more stop to have any chance, but that completion, that's likely going to seal their fate.
And you could hear it.
And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game.
And that touchdown, Charles, with very little time remaining, boy, it just sucked any energy and momentum out of the other sideline.
Yeah, take an incredible comeback in the final minute to bring this one back to even. A great series there offensively. They saw an opportunity to slam the window shut, and they followed through.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
Pulls it in at the 13. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. One last throw here for Goff. And this is dropped and incomplete. Well, there's a metaphor for how this one is gone as time has run out on this ball game. So the victory here for Seattle, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the fourth quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that, we say so long, everyone, from Ford Field.
The NFL on EA Sports is in the great state of Tennessee at Nissan Stadium here in Nashville. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Seattle Seahawks and the Tennessee Titans. Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And off we go from Nashville.
This is taken just shy of the 10. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. It's caught by Hooper. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Here we go. Winning! 56. Let's get the ball. Joker. Zebra.
Tannehill to the air to start out.
And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods.
He's got room at the 30.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
Another first down there as this one goes for 25.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely great start. Two nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? On first down, it's Tannehill. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Henry. And it's a Titans touchdown. Derrick Henry. A 24-yard touchdown.
And the Titans need just 3 plays to go down and take the early lead.
Extra point up and good by Bullock. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown.
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
18 Cardinal. Come on, let's go.
Now a first down throw. It's Smith.
Watch the run.
Throw out wide to Walker.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Smith.
That's complete to DK Metcalf. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. Here's a Tennessee native from just outside of Memphis, Ken Walker. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards.
And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Noah Fant, 45 yards.
And the Seahawks are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
Pulls it in at the 13. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go.
The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
He's going to let this go deep, back over the middle. He's got a man, complete.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
We see this happen so often. If you're a defender, it's like watching a bad movie over and over. The pressure is good, forcing the quarterback out of the pocket. But it's a lot to ask for these defenders to stay plastered to receivers long enough. And sure enough, they let a man come open, and the connection leads to a big play.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in cover.
And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Derrick Henry with his second touchdown in this opening quarter.
And the Titans have moved out in front.
And his kick is no good. It's an early miss. We'll see if that has any ramifications later here as the afternoon wears on. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
The offense coming back out here, plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
And just one tick to go, so this will obviously be the final play of this first quarter. On second down, here's Smith. Steps away to his... And he is going to go down. He will be sacked on the final play of this first quarter. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. Now a tough spot for Geno Smith and company after the sack. It's 3rd and long.
Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it.
Throwing now is Geno. Buying time to his left. Deep ball for Goodwin. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
They'll give it up to the big man Walker. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. But I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Walker with another carry.
And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Smith eluding the pressure right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. And the Titans going to signal for a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Penny, a first down carry. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Gino. That is taken in by the tight end Fant. And the Seahawks are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, he just did the tip of the ball across the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. And they'll indeed take a knee. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll sneak it with Smith. And this is not going to do it as he stopped at the 2-yard line. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. This Titan defense, they just will not give in easily. Looking for another stop, 3rd and goal. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Will Dissly taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Seahawks are an extra point away now from moving out in front. Myers connects on the PAT. And with it, his guys take the lead here by a point. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. As this offense takes the field again, it's been a while since they've been out there. We just saw that long touchdown drive by the opposition. But remember, when this crew was out here last, Charles, they scored as well.
And let's make sure we give both offensive staff some credit, and especially the offensive coordinators, because we spoke with both of them in the lead up to this game, and both were really confident in their game plans. They felt like they had scouted their opponents and focused on specific areas in practice this week to make sure that they were ready to go. And frankly, it looks like they both did an excellent job.
Yeah, we'll see if those game plans can keep this streak of touchdowns going here.
On 2nd down, here's Henry. And he powers his way up past the 30. On 3rd down, Henry. And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the 1st on the 35-yard stripe. They'll run for it with Henry. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. To throw is Tannehill. And he's got the hook up here. It's Woods.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4.
Another target and catch for Robert Woods. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. Again, Tannehill. Flushed out right.
That's complete to Treylon Burks. Oh, he's brought down. And remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. This a 43-yard attempt. Bullock's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the third quarter. Taking it about the 1. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. On 1st and 10, Smith. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
On 2nd down, it's Walker. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. To throw is Smith. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on 1st down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
To throw again on 2nd down. Smith completes it to Fant on the right side. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Smith now to throw. Going right back to Fant. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Penny up the middle. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26. This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down. Now they'll run it again with Penny. And this won't be enough. Stopped a yard short after a gain of 3. 4th down.
This team doesn't mind running the ball in any situation, and I thought he was going to get the first down the way the play developed, but the defense closed in and stopped him just about a yard short.
Ready, 70, Timberwolves.
Giving to the big tight end on 4th.
And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that, but by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down.
56.
Out of the gun, Walker with it.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Third quarter of a 2-point game, a good one so far. Here's 2nd and 10.
They'll try the air now with Smith. Flush to his right.
And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown.
A 22-yard touchdown grab.
And the Seahawks have taken the lead here in the final seconds of the third quarter.
He was able to move around and found some vision to throw the football. And how about how he ended it? Boy, he had some zip on that throw.
Yeah, it doesn't hurt to have an arm like that. Results in the touchdown here. Great play offensively. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead is up to 5. Oh, I think the Seahawks got it. They did. It's Seattle football.